onye na-eme mma ịdị mma ịdị mma ịdịrị n'obi m mma Chukwu onye m na mmadụ ịdị mma ọ bụ gị bụ omezi mmadụ ịdị mma naanị gị bụ omezi mmadụ dị n'ịdị mma ịdịrị n'obi m mma onye mụ na-efe ịdị mma ịdị mma onye mụ na-efe ịdị mma ịdị mma naanị gị na-eme mma ịdị mma ịdịrị n'obi m mma Chukwu onye m na-efe ịdị mma ịdị mma agbanwe agbanwere ịdị mma onye na-eme mma ịdị mma ịdịrị n'obi m mma onye mụ na-efe ịdị mma ịdị mma onye mụ na-efe ịdị mma ịdị mma onye mụ na-efe ịdị mma ịdị mma ịdịrị n'obi m mma onye mụ na-efe ịdị mma ịdị mma agbanwe agbanwere ịdị mma mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ ịdị mma ịdịrị n'obi m mma iji katakuru mmiri inyere m ndị ji ọbara ọ dị mma na-emere m mma ịdị mma ịdịrị n'obi m mma sọ gị bụ na o mere mmadụ ịdị mma ọ bụ gị bụ o mere mmadụ ịdị mma naanị gị bụ o mere mmadụ niile dị mma ịdịrị n'obi m mma sọnsọ gị bụ na-ekwe mba dike ngwodịsara ike ihe ala saa ọ dị mma na-emere m mma ịdị mma ịdịrị n'obi m mma sọ gị bụ na o mere mmadụ ịdị mma sọ gị bụ na o mere mmadụ ịdị mma naanị gị bụ na o mere mmadụ niile dị mma ịdịrị n'obi m mma unto thee o Lord unto thee o Lord do I lift up my soul unto thee o Lord unto thee o Lord do I lift up my soul oh my God I trust in thee let me not be ashamed let all my enemies triumph over me Igbo bụ Igbo birikweni o ụtụtụ ọma ehihie ọma mgbede ọma depending your time zone anyị adịghị echi maka na echi adịghị agwụ agwụ ka anyị na-agba ọ bụrụ na isonye bụ what are you waiting for click the like button subscribe comment share ife anyị na-ekwu na nke ikpeazụ oyi elu oyi if you are just coming across our channel for the very first time you are welcome. This is Kelenna TV. We are live and we are direct, bringing you the gospel of redemption by your doorstep. If I am a common sense, it is an abron in Marifa. In Wefakaran, Marifa Karan gas school. Kamakifina Chief Kaiji Wenadu. I just want to make common sense as always. Amakameri Bobibo. Emeka Japan no Amakamele. If today is your first time coming across our channel, you are welcome to Kelenna TV too. I am a content creator, political analyst, a preacher of the gospel of redemption, asking God for anointing to preach this gospel to mankind. Now this end time can never. Yes, we are live and we are direct. Please, when you join, kindly touch the like button. Yes. What if I buy the Kainekenia from side master prophet? Maybe if time permits, I got na side Umuchineke's program that I have been streaming for the past 2 days now. Then from there, I will come in some hours time again. Kainebe Kanyanaya na another program of wine is event. That is, let's see. Now, I'm a camera there. So we move. When before I go on Europe, I want to whatever your ID. And then abroad, especially Europe, Ijira, you are not doing yourself any good. Get your ID. Getting your ID is enable part and parcel of USB really clear. So that Obosobo went to see where they nobody no as an illegal immigrant. Go ikpofa kafanyele yaka na Europe. Abruzikweni akwụkwọ Europe, you can equally get your ID. Very important. Itinye ya n'ọrụ. Julius Norienne Amakamele. One of our brother came into the studio some time ago. He called in from India. Then he was testifying on behalf of one of his friends or a brother. And his testimony about Oro Nzopota, the ID Inyero Yawan, his friend or his brother. So which he promised Nyaga try that his brother or friend, so that he can come into the studio and speak for himself. Mana since then I aka for a year ago. Mana hopefully one of these days, where Fenoga join I. And currently, like now, in a social media, that you can now apply for your own ID na homeland. And presently, like now, fast no free of charge. Now, apply and wait here. Laminate. So you laminate it. So you might apply and wait here, you laminate the area. You got to go. Then, ndị nọ n'echi a, dịka dị akwụkwọ ya enye gị protection. I am advocating from here or pleading from here that in return, make actually protect the akwụkwọ. Because one thing is for the akwụkwọ to protect you onye nọ n'echi a. Another thing bụ ndị nwa nọ n'echi a to in return protect the akwụkwọ ndị nọ na street ma ife m na-akọwa. You got to go. So ndị nọ na street ma ife m na-ekwu. So m mesi into a rapper. So I got to master prophet. Mana before I agaba, there is something that I saw. I would like to read it out from the S handle of Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. Let me go back. Let me go back. Because I'm from the thing. So here you have it. This. Press release 8/10/2026 War Crime Evidence Report. Picture of anything. Okay, over the picture. Okay, let us go back and read. War Crime Evidence Report 0810-0D, United States of Biafra Ministry of Defense. Location: Odumegwu State, Biafra land. Evidence tape recovered. Enemy leaflets, the threats, incident. Today, Nigeria terrorist army in uniform, headed by President Tinubu, Charles Soludo, Bianca Ono Ojukwu, etc., invaded forest defense positions in Odumegwu State, USB, after being repelled by USB defensive forces. They retreated in haste and mistakenly dropped a handwritten leaflet used for psychological warfare against Biafran youth. Evidence transcript to Commander. Anybody in this forest, vacate this forest or you will get fired. Contact. Analysis. 1. Proof of genocide in Odumegwu State. Nigeria is conducting forest clearance operation in Odumegwu State to kill Biafrans, protecting their ancestral land. 2. Not an official military operation. Used of notebook, paper, and Gmail address. Lacks. Okay, you have the Gmail address. Proof this is a Fulani terrorist militia operating inside Nigerian Army uniform. Same group committing atrocities in Benue and the Plateau. 3. Amnesty trap. They promised amnesty, then tie our people in Odumegwu. Know these titles. Many who surrendered in Osu were executed. 4. Violation of Geneva Convention, threatening to kill anyone in the forest, including farmers, hunters, is a war crime. This evidence has been secured and lodged by USB, de facto government in Odumegwu State, as proof of absolute control and defense of our territory. We will defend Odumegwu State with everything. Signed, DPM, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, United States of Biafra, August 10. Okay, if I have the note. Okay, warning to you all, IPOB, ESL, BLA terrorists in this forest. You are advised to surrender and receive amnesty. Okay, vacate this forest or you will get pied. Do not allow your pie ear, your deaf ear, to you in the grave. Contact this email. Okay, hand your email. Do not say you are not warned. Hand your email. I want to try amnesty. Get contact afa. Email file dia. Kan na baga. Baby. Okay. Okay. Yes, our brother confirmed it. Now I'm one night na JP kwa. Nke dị akwụkwọ nyegoro aka na Japan. Jubilee no. Friday no. That is that. So we move. Gajezie na Master Prophet. Please, when you join, kindly touch the like button. We are live and direct. I see him. Everyone who wrote. I am on a fast learn na this program. Ọ bụrụ na anyị watch ya ma o jiri okwu anyị arapụ ya.
fun. So because can you get no? I may move in na ihe actually me and we more time to play around. Now here I get meta wo ụbọchị taa wo 6th of August 2026. I don't like this noise. Anyị ga-ege plane or along the same side aga m na stop ya na-ekwu okwu na-aga. O nwere two videos or voice recording m ga-play here. I think one or 5 minutes, Mama the other one or 3 or 4 minutes, and then I think before 1 hour this program will come to an end. Ọrụ is shining the light. Oh, everybody now who him now. Oh, everybody now know him now.
Ebonyi fine. No.
Him na-eme wụ
Amaka
nwere
mere.
ihe ewepụta ya. Ndị mmadụ ewerezie ya na-eche ihe nwụrụ anyị. So ihe ahụ ihe m na-eme. So ka anyị gee the first voice or a video Uchechi cancer post either yesterday or today. Aga m akọwa ya. Ọwụ onye ọbụla ga-aghọta ya. Ọwụ onye ọbụla na-anụ ihe immediately ha aghọtaghị ihe hụ mmiri. Ọ anyị wụ ndị na-ahụ ihe ekpuchiri ekpuchi. Anyị hụ ihe ekpuchiri ekpuchi, anyị ekpughee ya.
Okay.
So that the children of men may understand. So ka anyị gana ihe Uchechi cancer kwuru. Achọghị m itinye ihu ya maka vidio ya, but ije na Twitter ya ị ga-ahụ the same video also uwe green, so you will understand. So can you move on? Let's go.
Good evening.
9 million naira, you can own 1 hectare of land with 160 oil palm trees.
Good evening to lovers of freedom, truth, and justice. It's been a very long day today.
The way Master Prophet in a GM voice, yeah. David. The way Master Prophet in a GM the GM voice, yeah, he came, bro. Obi, nah.
I thought to leave just a snippet of our activity, what has happened today. If you do follow my post, you may have
Excuse me. Season, good evening. IPOB on the Igbo. Ozi Uchechi game conscious community.
Okay.
One conscious.
Onye ọbụla na-achọ community nke ya. Onye ọbụla chọrọ ibuild nwa little community ya. Ya ndị Igbo. Igbo problem. Onye ọbụla chọrọ ịdị na-lead.
Community. Obuari ọnọrọ. bugharịa n'ọrụ ugbu a wụzi conscious community kamgbe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ji dethrone Chike Doziem o creatiene
Conscious community.
radio something radio because ọ ma na maybe na enwere possibility na maybe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-ewere aha Radio Biafra.
Okay.
So now o bugharịa n'ọrụ ugbu a wụ Biafrans ugbu a wụzi my followers conscious community. Listen to that. Ihe a wụ sub message a na-esendịrị nnọ na mkpe nnọ ka ọ na-aba nnọ na mkpe. Ya wụrụ na ị na-aga na ị na-astọdi ihe ndị ekpuchiri ekpuchi. O nwere ndị na-agụ uri. O nwere ndị na-agụ uri na Hollywood. Sometimes ha na-aga bute ike agba ha ụdịrị beat na ihe a ga-akọ na ihe a ga na-agụ ọ ga na-aba ndị mmadụ na subconscious mind, conscious and subconscious mind. Emekata ụmụaka na-act anyhow. Ịma na mkpa ewetara somewhere beat ekoduru ihe ekodu a na-akọ ha n'isi ụmụaka na-eme ka ndị agbara ọgụ ha n'isi.
Nicholas, no, Makamele.
So ihe ọgwụ ga nnọwụ good evening my people, my subconscious community.
Yes.
Sitting no Maazị Cancer kọwana na ihe subconscious community. Biko share na ihe achọrọ m ka ọ na ya. Sitting no Uchechi Cancer kọwa ihe subconscious community meaning. Ya kọwana ya n'Igbo ka anyị ghọta ihe o meniri. Agara m na peji ya hụ ndị egburu isi na-eto ya ma hụkwanụ ndị ọzọ si ya jee dururu ọrụ gị anyị aghọtala ọrụ gị. Oh, very few people ka ndị isi dị mma gege. Very few people isi dị mma ghọtara ihe m ghọtara. But ile anyị ndị na-eprezi ị ga-amata na ndị achụrụ achụ. Onye kọmentị
ọ kwesịrị ịma na Eggman bụ ya nwa Jos shipụta Eggman ụkwụ n'iro. By calling Eggman the most trusted, I know already I struggle. Mana onwe dị ya na
ya kọmentị arịa onye kọmentị arịa. Let's continue to listen nwaanyị na-ekwukọ. And gị hụ otu na o ji eme otu na-eji anya onwe na-eme na-epushi onwe gaa hụ na ihe okwu gị.
Nwunye onye ndu so nwunye onye ndu kwesịrị ịkarị onwe ya. Nwunye first lady ọ bụrụ ife na-akpụ ya oge a. Nwunye onye ndu nwunye supreme leader, nwunye supreme commander. Ọ kwesịrị ịdị na-akarị onwe ya. Ọ kwesịrị ịdị very pompous. Ọ bụghị adị pompous, ọ bụghị ya adị pompous. Ọ kwesịrị ịdị pompous. Nwunye onye ndu anyị ga na-akpọ ya nwunye onye ndu until anyị afụ memo na alụwo. So get used to it now. In fact, Kelena TV is saying no nwunye onye ndu, nwunye supreme leader, nwunye supreme commander. So ọ kwesịrị ka ọ karịa onwe, ọ kwesịrị na-eme mpako. You gotta go ọ dị izi nwaanyị na ọrụ onwe every month atụ ego nye ya. Ọ dị izi ọ nnekọ nwunye onye ndu nwaanyị na ọrụ onwe ya na-enye ya upkeep. Ọ dị izi ọ nnekọ nwunye onye ndu nwunye spring commander ka na-emere ụdị ife a. Na-emere gị fundraising, na-enye gị ego upkeep.
Eshi ihe n'obi ọ chọrọ i-present an image which she's not in. She doesn't belong in it. Ọ chọrọ i-present onwe in a way as if ma ọ dịka na too knowledgeable, ma ọ dịla too powerful, ma ọ dịla ma ọ hụ n'ụzọ, ma ọ waa n'anya, ka ọ dịla too connected, ka ọ transcend the mind, as if ma ọ dịla awakened. I was it awakened one who
Actually, I'm not the working one, and the other
na ya liberate, you know, where on a who's your way, as if my order liberated. Maybe Nande Kano, Nandeze, you know, Mazen Nande Kano, only the Supreme Commander, maybe no G all along, when they are liberated. As if now, yeah, the behind of the Paiwan Tapa. Watch what you got you one little thing you got what and down. Don't let it out.
There are things we have to consciously study to determine where most of problems are coming from. Did PM give any instruction from prison? The answer is no, because PM said never take instruction from any leader from the prison. This confusion from our supreme leader is really destructive to we that are following. Amaram Maze Banjoku said he cannot take, or he will no longer take order from anybody from detention, from DSS. He said it. Mana onwere ife mmerụ before Maze Banjoku ekwuwe, because Maze Banjoku felt that na ozia na ezia a na-agwụ ya na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ziri. So he have taken out time to study the ozi. The ozi adịrọ adịcha up. So he now decide kama ya wee nọ people are na-eweta ozi from Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na add their own. Ọkazie mma na ya stopụrụ take instruction or take the ozi ka ya na-emere ife ya na-eme banyere nnwere onwe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu okwu ya. Na ya ama na ife ya na-eme ebe ezigbo ife, and na ya ga na-eme ya kwugidesi ike n'ebe a. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu pụtakwazie si na nke ya nwa merụ na ya emetara ya, ya arịọ ya mgbaghara, and they ask him to lead kafagaba. So something happened wetara o ji wee kwuo dị okwu, in no just carry talker. Ama m ghọtara. Daalụ ya nne. Stronger, I tell you.
At the end of it, no push you get for ego. Yendo's all bullshit.
I almost didn't finish my application. I'm so glad I did. I started.
Let's continue to listen. I wish Nkuchanye because Jawachiano originally, Dominion, Toji, na push onwe, na high onwe, na love frufru, na love frufru, na love
working.
Madam wiki just kuoku. Kamadi be what instead they pretend more too powerful, more too spiritual, more too liberated, more too intellect. Just because of England, maybe J 1 year or 2 years, you get one certificate. You know, lots of from in ways he keep what I love from what I say 15 years ago in a Biafran land, not tampoco na attacking on ruin 16 years in Alabeke. Somebody now I love frufru. Nah, I could be shishanya. Chineke. Yo, we none days a being got through all this wine. I can't tolerate this. Oh, that is too konoja art in Imulo. Let's continue to listen.
read some weeks ago when I posted about Alistair Butt. He is the newly appointed special envoy. So he's to oversee to the families, not literally looking after the families, but his first step is to find out for as many families as he can meet up with to find out the impact that the detention of their spouses and family members have had on them, and what hasn't the British government done? What should they do apart from the area where they think that they can't actually determine or dictate to
Master Prophet maka na ha ya na ọ na-ekwu.
Obi na Nigeria a ga-asị and then when you meet now when you uru 2 people or 3 people no n'ime nga ahụ. Okay, now o jere nga ahụ ka ha discuss about the impact of ndị detain na detain ihe impact mere na their families. O jehu maka the release of Nnamdi Kanu. O jehu maka the release of Nnamdi Ezebiro. Ihe okwu jehu maka the impact ihe mere na their families of the detained people. Ndị niile eji otu ihe eji mee their families ata ahụhụ. Obi na Nigeria a ga-asị na o kwesịrị ije gbaa mkpụrụ jee kụọ ọka jee weta nri ọ jee rịọ arịrịọ nata nwanne di ya ego ọ bla bla bla. Obi na ala bekee a na-akwụrụ ya ụgwọ ụlọ. Obi na ala bekee a na-enye ihe because baby mama, single mama, a na-akwụrụ ya ụgwọ ụlọ, a na-enye nwa ya ego, a na-akwụrụ nwa ya ụgwọ school. But o discuss about the impact ihe mere, the impact na-eji Maazị Nnamdi Kanu eji ihe o mere to ha. O jehu nga ahụ maka na eji Maazị Nnamdi Kanu eji otu a ga-eji release Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. I believe him na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dị aware na o jege ihe. Echirigwa m na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dị na-eje mee ihe ya na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu dịre je mee ya ji gị ere n'ọkụ mgbe na-anọghị ya because o jee nga ahụ to represent Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. O jiri nga ahụ to represent herself. Ka anyị na-ege ntị because we will talk about it because ihe ahụ you have to understand nwaanyị awụ onye isi ndị Sabo maka ihi na anyị nwere nsogbu na IPOB for the past 5-6 years. Uchechi Uchechi mere ka anyị nwee nsogbu na IPOB all this while. Ya wụrụ na ọkụhụ which Chikedoziem anyị anaghị inwe nsogbu anyị nwere. So ugbu a now akụtu onye Chikedoziem na ndị otu ya ọ mịarịana o bugharị m n'ọrụ. Ọ wụmazie impact ihe na-eji Maazị Nnamdi Kanu eji ihe o mere ha. That is otu ha the impact of it. Onye awụ the coup plotter, the coup leader. Akutuone ndị ọzọ but akụtụbeghị ya. And o bugharịa n'ọrụ.
Akụtụbeghị ya. Akụtụbeghị ya, but the question bụ why na akụtụbeghị ya? Why na akụtụbeghị ya? Gịnị ka ji? Kedu reason wetara na akụtụbeghị ya? Ife a bụ question begging for an answer. Ọ sị na akụtụene ndị ọzọ mana akụtụbeghị ya. So ọ bụrụ na ya nwa bụ somebody finally na-aga akụtụ ya, ka ezi ife eji delay ịkụtụ ya, ka akụtue ya ka other people nwee mmiri ndụ, nweta fresh air. O kwesịrị akụtue nke a kwesịrị akụtụsi onye ọbụla n'otu ka anyị mara ụmụ Chineke mara their problem. Mana akụtue ndị ọzọ rapụ onye nke a, ọ bụ leta ka a ga-akụtu onye nke a ka ọ bụ I don't understand. O kwesịrị ntu a na-akụtu onye ọbụla ezu ike.
Can I continue na listing? I ga-egecha ihe.
To the country where the detainees are held, where they think that it can't interfere, the law by the I think the Vienna Convention does not allow them to, and that's usually in the procedure, in the judicial processes. That aside, the meeting was about meeting with family. So he met with Nnamdi Kano's family today. So myself and Nabikem, we attended this meeting. Most times when we attend meetings with the FCDO, we usually would go. Since the meeting held today, we were meant to be in London yesterday. And then after the meeting, we would stay over because usually sums up around towards the close of play of the day. Then the next day we would return. But today,
meeting on Eku might be 2 or 3 people in the room. Meeting on Eku might be her case worker. Meeting on Eku might be social case worker. So England may appoint a new envoy. Yeah, JJ envoy. This envoy, invite other people all around the world.
Thank you so much for your diligent explanation, sir. But normally, once your leader is captured, he is under the control of the enemy. I am not condemning anyone, but I think PM was able to maintain a level of faithful followers because there are foundations he laid and made it public. That is the problem of the DOS and their pattern of leadership. No foundation, no blueprint, nothing established so far. This struggle has a long way because we started it ignorantly, and this is a big problem. Yes, if you prove the style of leadership, the under IPOB, to me personally, more like there. I'm when I hear like hate, I don't like command and control. Sorry, or eventually is. I don't like command and control. So that command and control, Sorry about that. That command and control is on ife bụ problem. Ị ma na o nwere ife m kwuru ebe a some time ago. Mana o nwere ike ikwu ya ụfọdụ ndị be anyị misunderstand ya gị. IPOB, the only structure, the only thing anyị na-anụ bụ command and control and DOS. Command and control and DOS. This is the only thing I know on social media. Outside this, then under Mazep and their media warrior. So Obusiana, then Equinem before, they were any structure, they were anything put in place. That is why I am playing the video of everybody. Because, and that is why in the way nearby that what you see happening today, now DOS X that they are learning lessons. And the man in they cannot he is equally learning from what is happening now. That is why I cannot blame the DOS 100%. That is me. Oh, I don't know about you. I cannot blame them 100%. And I cannot equally blame Mazen Nande 100%. That is why in with a balance. For their video, I play it. And when mistake, Mazen Nande can know where I'm a mistake in coming on his own side. That is my own opinion. Because a man summon a DOS, na far fell on their duty. Man, me, I do not know the duty that you give them. So, a bottom the duty or a fact, bro. If you chose can join again, kuna half fail, it deliver on their duty. I cannot join you. That is why in the web an independent broadcaster, if I made in the public, if I will be fed in a public space, anyone in the secret, I don't know. So now, but on the oro na oro, ke di oro agwara faro e present anya the reason e ji wee chụọ afa na the reason bụ na ọrụ a agwara faro na faro nwere, but up till now o can't wear anything. So both parties, they are learning lessons, and in anya for what we have now under USB declared, if I have structure they were in place. That is why when I hear some people trying to change the narrative, this is structure of Mazep and Joko. And I said, because don't let problem is the problem. Now our closing program yesterday, I said that problem is the problem. That you should not allow or let problem to change the narrative. Problem is the problem. Do not allow or let the problem to change the narrative. And that is what you see playing out. Some people, they are trying to change the narrative, forgetting that the problem is the problem. So some people are in a hurry to change the narrative. For now, forget is it never about structure. And the big structure or can where anyone will disband. No. The only structure be in place. Maze Banjoko said something about but the time when you horror post redeclaration committee, which I think like one of his program, no guru, naga a dissolve cabinet. So because of Nenwele plan to dissolve only the cabinet, but today some people will put your narrative where called it. I did hear. Before you put any narrative, you got a calendar TV no here independently. Independent. I dey here, they do my thing. I come a no program one day, somebody at home say, take this one for water. You come, let me see you. Okay, well, that is why in the way not now touch for the truth. Come out. So for the fact, because I'm program, maybe as I'm playing Master Prophet program now, after playing it, after the program, you call me. After calling me, you say me, nah, you did good. Take this one and drink water. I will be eager to go and look for Master Prophet program because maybe each time I do it, I will do it well. Somebody will call me after the program and they say that I should drink water. So the problem, no, anybody get where we try change the narrative. That is just the problem. So the only instruction, the only structure, but the one Maazị Bandoko said after the declaration, the cabinet will be dissolved. That is the only structure. But when you listen to some people pushing some narrative, or they come when they after the declaration. But the only structure post the declaration committee because cabinet will be dissolved. So USB that opening watch was when that did not stop the movement. That did not stop the declaration. Indeed, the Maazị Ekpanjoko, Dr. Ngozi Orabenze, and the other well-meaning Biafrans made sure now that structure, that plan of Maazị Ekpanjoko, na fa make the church, na fa Nigeria ruling Sinjedebe, and what is that plan? The declaration. Udeganya na ndị enwene structure, functioning structure, fa enwene plan. Mana ozugbo ejidere Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, everything cease. That we raise the question. Oge on around, kedu ọrụ these people? Because for the fact na when USB declared after Keji Maazị Ekpanjoko is an evidence na enwe plan for the declaration. Okwu dị na nka.
AG, their spouse AG. Konani na Biafran land. Okay, yawu no nani na Biafran land. Onani ya ke AG. Spouse AG. Or onani ya ke AG. Relative AG. Now, ị chọrọ ịgwa m na ihe ojene no for the best interests of Supreme Commander or her interest. I believe him not Jinengan to represent Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. I believe him not Jinengan to represent herself, her pocket. Because I could do a boss. You know, for the past 5 years, Kanu Tagara, all the whole court proceeding in England, or put her for 1 day.
Court proceeding in England there, the result. This court proceeding in England.
So, after 5 years, go be through. Engagement in Kojaka Konoko. So, it's na British government when it's something they powerful. Canon is not even informed. Onania came and informed. Or didn't minute, oh, or Janania, oh, ya to represent. Elin here what I couldn't with him. I feel here a social worker, a case worker. But ya will be no envoy up of there. Yeah, I carry 1 or 2 or 3 persons, including her.
Yes, new nation. Maazị Kelem to answer your question about the instructions Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gave to DOS. He told them to unite all Biafrans and to allow Maazị Simon Ekpa to broadcast on Radio Biafra. But they refused, you meant. Yes, this instruction, edrum when na social media. And I got now. Mana, I do not think like that our brother was actually talking about this instruction. Okay, the comment is still here. Thank you so much for your diligent explanation, sir. But normally, once your leader is captured, he is under the control of the enemy. I am not condemning anyone, but I think PM was able to maintain a level of faithful followers because there are foundations he laid and made it public. Foundation laid and made public. Okay, that is the problem of the DOS. And where any foundation made public known to the DOS. If the DOS depend la instruction from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to run day-to-day DOS programs. That may be because no Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that the DOS that they were not doing anything on their own. Or they were any serious project Fajinaka. Under Mazen Anjoko Ejia, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze and the other women in Biafrans made sure la project Hajibu Biafra the declaration. Na fire the anisi njedebe. Ifrife di iche. Ndị a ji project n'aka, ndị a enwere any project. So they now have to depend n'ife Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwuru for them to function. So Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gave them the instruction to allow Maazị Banjoko broadcast. Na radio, they refused because they were afraid. Maka na onye ji microphone bụ onye a na-ege ntị. That was their fear. That is the truth. The foundation laid by Mazi Simon Eba was handed to him by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because the DOS refused to follow the mandate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you put the order, the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go and listen to Simon Eba Njoko and share his program. Very, very important. That he is bringing new dimension to this very awareness he is making. When I try to explain these things, some people will misunderstand it. But I don't want you to misunderstand it. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu admit na create awareness. And the Maazị Banjoko is bringing new dimensions. You can Google new dimension if for adding to his own awareness. So the DOS refused to work with Ifoforo that Maazị Banjoko was bringing because they were stalked with awareness. So the time when the man that was creating the awareness for Ifoforo, he embraced it. But those that is working with him, they refuse to embrace Ifoforo, that the carrier of the awareness for and embrace. Maz, you are too much in details. In details explanation, please. There are difference between instruction and instruction. Instructions can be neglected, but structure is functional and it's difficult to neglect if it is public. If I ever have even divided enemies. If I ever even divided enemies. But thank God now. People are catching the message. People are catching the message. If I have from even they miss, then they miss this thing. But I thank God now, people are catching the message. Hear me and hear me well. Before you accept any narrative, know it na problem is the problem. The only structure that everybody know under Mazep and Joko Okuruna dissolve, but the structure of the cabinet. To prove to you no map wala out or no map wala out for destruction or for dissolve. That is why Mazi Ebandoku ji were her post redeclaration committee for them to take over. Kahabrugodin de Gano managing IFA. The whole cabinet was not manage. Benchi cannot. Did you not watch Mazi Simon Eba's interview with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when they discussed about Montevideo Convention? Ika agotachara. Kelena, my brother, the truth is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave them project, even gave Mazi Simon Ekpa a project to create a platform. Ajuoga now, get the project enyerofa. Get the name of the project enyerofa. Just as you said, enyero Mazi Ekpa Njoko project to create platform. Get the project, AFA project enyere DOS. Kedafa the project. I am an Mazi Ekpa Njoko to create platform. I think platform. Yes. Into this work we are platform. The name of the project. What is the name of the project given to the DOS? The DOS refused to work with new people coming to the struggle. Because now anyway case here, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for a 4 and embrace it. Someone they're working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they're stuck where they are. They don't want to move. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for a man that is bringing new dimension. He embraces it. Those working with him are not stagnant. Forget about the comment of that our brother. Your own comment now. I ask you. You made it very clear. It's him that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave them project. What after the project? In the project, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nyere Mazi Ekpa Njoko, and you call the name of the project, Build Platform. Amaka Mele, okay, one. My only discontent here is that you said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not give DOS instruction. I did not say no instruction because I was not there. I am not a freedom fighter. Neither am I IPOB member. Neither am I DOS member. Please, our brother talked about structure. And our brother went ahead or that structure cannot be neglected, but instruction can be neglected. What if our brother knew? So, were the instruction or structure, which I have explained before, like the only structure I know na IPOB organization, both command and control and DOS. This is well-known structure I know on social media. So, only instruction or nafa with a structure. Get the structure apart from DOS because you and I know na DOS and I want to find out there. You cannot compare the structure of IPOB with the structure Mazi Ekpa Njoko put in place. So, only you can never instruction. Man, instruction can be neglected. Get their structure. DOS. To lead Biafra in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they failed totally. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not to blame. If I in a kunabo, you are now deviating. You are now deviating. Nobody is blaming Mazen Namdekano. This is the problem. I ain't idea of it. Am I blaming him? The answer is no. He did before. And if he did no DOS instruction. Then Nyamaze Banjoko instruction to build platform. Yes. On the social media. Then man dizigi mbobone is in DOS instruction. Kedu the name of the instruction the na social media na public kaifu. Irabukwana that question. In a blame as if I am blaming him. Nobody is blaming anybody here. Dalurian Emeka. Dalurian Emeka. If I in a good, very simple. Obono nyerefa instruction or na POB with structure. This stronger. Fa carried in a onwere otutu ife anyị kwesịrị n'afọ. Maazị Eba was following the structure of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu because the DOS refused to follow the instructions. Okay. Okay. Mana you and I know Kenge Wadre, now the instruction book broadcast at the Biafra, which they refused. My brother Kelena, you said you were not there. So how can you know the projects they were given? If only about the problem. You talked about the project. It's a no when the project imagine now the kind of and the alpha. Then Ngewa I say name in the Maze Panjoko project to build platform. The alpha. The name of the project is in Yarofa Gebuafa Kedia. Because I don't know my Yarofa project because I was not there. And the project is not in the public. Then you talked about project in Kenya Maze Panjoko. You were not there. But the project was in the public. Yakiji Wemata, and you called it by its name. So if you want to say project, why name Alpha? If you know or you sure no when a project boy Alpha. If I discuss on her, if you never Mazi, please concentrate on the broadcast. Our people are very funny. He gave them so many instructions which they refused. Okay? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no structure. His aim was to create awareness. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had any structure like our PM, we would have been in Biafra by now. The debate people must embrace one day. People must embrace this truth. If you know we accept this, ajụjụ ị ga-afụ ị ga-eji aka gị gbajisi onwe gị ọkpa ị ga-eji aka gị then you go weak yourself by yourself. If agba n'aka ejiri enye ya ya ka o ji eme at times when this program for some weeks now, it has triggered, generated a whole lot of attack, both spiritual, physical, and emotional. Because our people, there is many, the soul that is emotionally glued. So you find it difficult to like separate them. But thank God that people, and I will not put link now, because if he can't make any point. So if I'm going to maybe the link. He can't make any point. If I'm not doing it very simple, if it's an instruction. If the instruction that may be because you don't know the instruction, or there was no instruction. That is just the two things. Then if you instruction, and all the name of the instruction to build platform. Then more believe the DOS instruction. Then I ask you, what is the name of that instruction? It is simple thing. You can write like comment without opening studio. The project is sit at home. Hey,
and that usually costs us about £500 by the time we go take Uber, take trains are very expensive. And
why did they fail? Under Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, in fact, under Mazi Ekpanjoko, enwere ife eji n'aka, enwere structures. That is why Oji Wedre Dr. Ngozi Orabeze easy to navigate. Ganiru. And they Ganiru abo the declaration. Then it's na DOS fellow. That is onwere ife structure fajifa na enegaranya that we guide them not to fail. Enwero. The reason nji we kwuo na enwero bụ na ya ka faji we depend ya na AVC tie enye press statement, AVC tie ekwu okwu. Mazi Ekpanjoko knowing fully well na those things na-eme after visit enye press release na akụ ya mmiri. Mazi Ekpanjoko decided to allow them and they move on with what he know, with the structure he know. What Mazi Nnamdi did was exactly what Jesus did with his disciples. Go into the world and spread the gospel. The DOS was to help him spread the awareness. Ikechukwu Ọkafọ, Amaka Mele. Now you ask me why they failed. Yes. Why did Oge and Emma failed? If you na-ajụ Adabaro, Zagodi ajụjụ, ịzara na ajụjụ a, that ajụjụ will answer all the questions. Kedu the name of the instruction on your offer? You believe no on your instruction, you do not know the name. Ogenkere, no instruction was given to Ogenkere. No instruction was given to Imam Madabu. But you believe, according to your first write-up, Lamazim Nandekano on your DOS instruction, and you did not call the instruction by its name. And you called the instruction on your Mazi Ekpanjoko by its name, build platform. So, even the Hana called that instruction on your DOS by its name, your deliverance will begin. Or the answers you seek will begin. Ogenkere, nobody gave Ogenkere instruction. Okay, for this truth here for here now, it has triggered something emotionally. It has triggered something physically. Attack, spiritual and the physical attack. Because this is the hardest truth our people, they actually know. To lead Biafra. To lead Biafra is not an instruction or instruction to lead Biafra. To lead Biafra. Dr. Ngozi Orabenze did not ask Mazi Ekpanjoko to lead Biafra. In fact, the message was surrogate. The message I know from Mazi Ekpanjoko then na social media was surrogate. You have the message. Then Dr. Ngozi Orabenze nenanya enwe plans for a declaration. Fafendu uoji ekwuru ya. Everything organized. Equal hall to encourage our people to go to Finland, to tell them time and date, to organize how everything will be. We made sure now that structure, that project, no release in Jedebe. That could you where they call the area is. If you look at that, don't blame some people when I say, oh, is it not the declaration? To them, it seems easy because the structure, the foundation have already been laid. To them, it seems easy because the foundation has already been laid. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never gave DOS any instruction because they were not worthy. That was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cried out and looking for 100 men. Then what are they saying? What were they saying? It is not enough. If I have a problem, some words na radio with empty words. You can be very careful. Some words you hear na radio very empty. Some things you na radio is very empty. Nothing. He has not. Hey, God help me. Oh, I said in some things you na radio is very empty. Yeah, empty belly. Whatever the DOS says goes. Then the question, what were they saying? Bring your fundraising, bring your money, give it to your coordinator. You take your receipt. The day Biafra will come, use the receipt and show them the airport. If you don't have the receipt, you will not enter Biafra land. Outside this thing, what have they said? Whatever the DOS says goes. And when you Maz gave them instruction to give Simon a slot and they refused to give him. He have instruction I am onye ọbụla ma nke a mana ihe dị na live program bụ ebe ọ bụla ịjọ mpụrụ ibido ebe a mana adịra gị ara nsogbu okwu a to some places kele na the gospel truth is that Maazị Simon many everything open on social media exactly. So he believe only now na because ihe ọbụla ga-adị in the public, two things is involved. One, it does not exist. Two, no other on public. Man, in a case like this, everything was in the public. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no structure when he was kidnapped, the DOS, because a sheep without a shepherd became a sheep without a shepherd. You are very correct. You are very correct. Ozugbo na-ewepụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ọkụ anyụọ nepa ewe ọkụ onye ọbụla agazi ike. I think I know about some structure of PM. One, register the structure for international recognition. Two, create defense forces of Biafra. Three, referendum census. Four, redeclaration of Biafra. Five, pursue for international recognition. Six, creation of currency. Seven, creation of recognized ID card. Eight, creation of international passport, please let them name the structure of DOS that is in the public. You are very correct. You are very correct. If I have eziokwu na-agbafa agba, if I have the truth, they do not want to hear. The problem this DOS nwere with Maazị Banjoko abụchadịrọ na some of them riamosu. No. Mana some of them are fully, some of them fụtara ya asa ife ifere. Na fano, many of them were disappointed. This is my own opinion. Do you know why many of them were disappointed? But now, after working under Maazị Nnamdi Kanu for many years, Ejide Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, they were not able to pilot anything. However, Maazị Banjoko, who were not here, COVID-19, somebody, buzi onye fa ga na-ege ntị. Many of them, if I be with her, ya ka iji another word like ndị COVID-19. Many of them were disappointed and people follow Maazị Nnamdi Kanu for many years. All of a sudden, na father fit to fill the gap for Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Lobos a COVID-19 somebody born the fit to fill the gap. This, if some of them is no, it will not happen. It will not. Only COVID-19. Many of them disappointed. As if Maazị Nnamdi Kanu never teach them. As if he never taught them. But the question is, because Maazị Nnamdi Kanu never taught them say, na ife eji enweta Biafra. Hey, discussion now, Bogote. Let's move on.
Then return. Yeah, and feeding also.
If I about the problem, my brother. In fact, creating ESN and giving it that name ESN is an evidence that there is no structure. That is the truth. Creating ESN and giving it that name ESN is an evidence. If you got why Maazị Banjoko will move from ESN to Biafra Liberation Army? You cannot talk about freedom without having army. This narrative, you cannot have go and check in a history of freedom. Liberation force, liberation army, not Eastern security. So Maazị Banjoko presented this struggle. Obagote ngajabe bafa Biafra Liberation Army. The word onye ọbụla nụrụ ya amara na o nwere ife megane. Mana ịkpọ the name ESN. One ife a bụ just normal vigilante. If I have some deeper truth, deep beyond many to uncover. So when you see people that is uncovering it, many people are arwana makasifa. Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Defense Forces. So what did he say about Army of Biafra? Ihe a bụ nsogbu anyị na-adị enwe. Ihe a bụ our problem. Our problem bụ na anyị na-agbaba speed too much. He talked about Biafra Army. Na mgbe ọbụla a ga-launch ya na fa ga-defend the border, if I'm not mistaken. Ọ rapụzie Biafra Army. Kwubeziokwu Eastern Security Network. Some of this thing is not must na onye ọbụla ga-aghọta ya. It's not must na onye ọbụla ga-afụ ife dị iche n'ime ya. Ọ bụrụ iwu. Some things, they beyond some people. That is the truth. Everybody must not know it.
But we took it upon ourselves to go by road and take train. Trains were very expensive, and then return. Yeah, and feeding and all that stuff. But we took it upon ourselves to.
Oh yeah, that is the fact. If I didn't know about the truth, sit near you. Anybody pushing any narrative now to watch it. No matter where that narrative is coming from, the person must watch it. Because we're there here when it happened. Whether any narrative money you push now, let the person watch it. Before you push any narrative, mara, lo where any structure under bringing before the declaration that Mazeb and Joko Sinoge collapse apart from cabinet. In fact, after announcing the collapse of cabinet, he formed post-declaration committee. The readiness for the collapse of the cabinet. Outside that, every other structure, the intact that you and I know na social media. But the problem is the problem. Whether some people easy wage another problem, where they put your narrative, which me go refuse if it continue. The only thing I'll get, if I begin to push it, you may not like it. But you will later appreciate it. Problem.
We took it upon ourselves to go by road because I needed too precious. But even in England, you took it upon yourself to go by road. Even Alabeke. Gina saying that you took it upon yourself to go by road. In Biafran land, moto na agba, igeje na moto park. Na Alabeke, na Germany, 80% of the people enweghị moto. Ihe na about bus or train. Na Germany, 80% of the people enweghị car. Oh, that she took it upon herself.
Mazeb and Joko, forget about what he touched light. And what they find the by just tell them no, and what they find the by Mazeb and Joko better to help Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra, according to Mazeb and Joko. Obiade to prove to Ndebaye na Mazen Nnamdi Kanu adere metia no yanwa na metia kafasobia. Ya ka o ji wee bịa make ya chọọ na ife niile ọ na-eme bụ to carry Maazị Nnamdi Kanu along. Ọ na ife niile ọ na-eme bụ he build it around that thing Maazị Nnamdi Kanu believe. Not that no for some things that is not right, but he don't want to dwell or talk about it because he did not come to convince you na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu mere ebe o metara. He came to support him. Omegodi ebe o metara ya. As love covereth multitude of sin. Onwegodi nke o metara ya nwe weta nke ya apịagwa ya agaba. Mana o nwere some things offered that is not normal. Mana because he came to help, which year?
Na ya gba flight. She went by road. Okay? Because everything is all about her. And all about how she's suffering. All about how things, in making, that she's suffering so much. But onye taga ahụ onye nọ na Sokoto prison. But ye na-claim na ya was the victim.
Onye nọkwa n'iro na-atakwa ahụfụ. Onye nọ na prison na-ata ahụfụ. Onye nọkwa n'iro na-atakwa ahụfụ. In fact, o nwere ụdị ahụfụ ya bụ ime itinye n'iro. Edebere gị prison. You may be forced to choose prison over ịnọ n'iro. So, onye nọ n'iro na-atakwa ahụfụkwa. Onye nọkwa na prison na-atakwa ahụfụ. In fact, all nwunye Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, sometime like that kwuru say na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is doing better than some people outside. And that word, you cannot just take it for granted or overlook it like that. Yes. On what end on n'iro as we speak. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu not behind bars, kafama. That is the fact.
No, ya was onye taga ahụ. Onye akpọchiri na gadroom 24 hours a day. Ataga ahụ. Oh, ya onye bi England. Onye nwere appointment, maybe obi na another city. O kwesịrị ịga London. Oh, she took it. Oh, that means o kwesịrị charter flight. I took it upon myself to go by road. Did you understand that? Did you understand that? And when a train, you get do train about or get with a motor. Oh, I took it upon myself. No, it would have flight. Not got cost about £500, but I took it upon myself to travel by road. Oh, so painful. Oh my God. Oh, Itana. You took it upon yourself. Chai. Hey, Itana. Jay, here basra, here Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. And he traveled by road. Ibina Alabeke. You took it upon yourself. Chai. I won't get it too much. Let's continue to listen.
By road, and we just got back about, this is 9, got back about 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago. So we are knackered. We're very, very tired. But that being said, that does not stop me from narrating a little bit of what happened today. So the meeting with the British envoy, if you recall also, I attended the Parliament, the House of
Please kindly touch the like button.
where
we are live and we are direct.
Come on, lady.
Dividing the word of truth.
APPG held. That was when the conversation, not just the conversation, I mean the debate and the push for this very special envoy was also held. This is what other countries have. Have the US, Ireland, China, Russia, Canada, they all have it. Just UK that never had it. So they rely on their consular officers to attend to their, and it never goes round as it should. to attend to their citizens abroad who are detained. And I think from what I'm gathering, I think Mazen Namdekano might just be the only person who was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria. So I narrated the conversation. What I narrated to Alice about was he wanted to know the impact on the family, and that was very hard to go through. Had to go through having to take care of, and then became alone, and we're just not normal family that you could say is just going through, living life alone. There are several things that are
Master Prophet.
If you want to know about the impact, Jane, to cannot talk about the impact.
No. This is Uchechi.
Chorima about impact.
Uchechi, but Master Prophet.
Nne nọ na Sokoto. Kamgbe eji jide Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ọ gbọtọrọ na Sokoto. As a matter of fact, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ na prison. Ọwụwa naanị ya nọ nga ahụ. Ụmụnne nọkwa na prison with him. Chorima about the impact. Emmanuel, every day on the way. Sokoto, Abuja, Sokoto, Abuja, Sokoto, Abuja. That is the impact. Impact in only be England. Duru na anya a condition. Na ata boga. Now the reason here we don't make the impact on the family. Okay, look about Opanamazen Nnamdi Kanu. Okoya Jane
Master Prophet
as the next of king. Opanamazen Nnamdi Kanu etone alisorone 20.
Arapo chapana mgbe ụfọdụ anyị gara iru anyị shiga azụ. Yes, Uche, gị na duru nnọọ. Mgbe ụfọdụ anyị gaa iru anyị chiga azụ. Ọkwa for prison siri ike. So when she talked about impact at times, I am married no ụkwara ntụ osi were but ka anyị na-atara anyị kwa na-aghọta ya mgbe ụfọdụ. Mma etinye ya n'ụdị ọzọ. Ka anyị rapụkene na nwunye Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Onye be anyị na abroad. Ọnọba abroad na bongo. Rue n'ụlọ. Meetie nwaanyị, lụọ nwaanyị, ya na nwunye ya nọ 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, maybe 1 year. Ọtụba nwunye ime. Nwunye ya dị ime. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. O mee travel abroad. Ruo ebe a nwee police case. Atụwa ya nga. Ma that lady ọ tụbara ime na bongo na ya bụ ife ga-enwe serious negative impact na ndụ the lady. Ọ dị ime o, di ya nọ n'ime. Ọ fụrụ onye asị nwaanyị dị ime na ọ nidiri nwoke. Ọ fụrụ onye ọ ga-ebekwuru. Ọ fụrụ onye ga-agụ di ya na oyi na-atụ ya. Ọ fụrụ onye ọ ga-akọsarụ after antenatal. Ọ fụrụ onye ọ ga-agwa ntu o si epe ni ya. Nwaanyị dị ime ka m na-ekwu ihe a. So when she talked about impact, ka anyị gara iji chakwa ya nnọọ Uchechi, anyị mara na ọ nwere mana nwaanyị ọbụla di ya nọ n'ime ọ na-enwerịrị negative impact that na-enye na ndụ nwoke sirapụkana Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na ndụ nwaanyị sorry, and na ndụ nwaanyị a ọ na-enye that negative impact ọ na-enyemekwa nwoke na onwe ya affect n'ime ebe ọ nọ. So ife a bụ prison or trouble bụ ife na-eweta that forceful separation. Ọ bụrụgodị iri nọ husband and wife bụ eziri obodo bongo, anọkọta all of a sudden nke nwoke enwe police case baa nga, ịma na nwunye ya ga na-agakwa na-evisit ya. So ọ na-ega evisit ya, at times the wife ga visit the husband, o nwere ike bebe akwa, yala di ya ebe akwa, abesi akwa, fasi onwe fa sorry, nke nwaanyị anaba, nke nwoke abawekwa n'ime prison. So when that separation happen, and enwere impact negatively. So based on experience, Kanjeku, Uchechi, when she talked about impact, Nadia Anonime, I understand her, because now, mama, that such thing can happen to anybody, and those people they far negro, anyway, impact adisroma. So I didn't make no Uchechi, even in the right manner, anyway, impact. That in Manando. Okay, now why?
Ijine sikwa ha kpọta onye ke ka o soro je be represent nna ya as the next of kin. Ikpo ya je. So ijine, because reason ikwu ne na the reason ikwo je awu ke release na ndeze bi no. This ikwo je no maka ka amata the impact on you. The last time I checked, igwara no no febu that you have moved on. The last time I checked, he drop Roji to Darlington. That Jacob and Nande can not get end nowhere. Because he move on. The last time I check, even people matter, na get move on. So Oset Yenu, he won a family. Germany social welfare about impact on your GAG that in your mind you don't relate with him. On your GAG is support Gandino. We are now. Osetiene maybe a bag in some grant, maybe a bag add nagi ego in a your social benefit. We are you want a family. We are now each only play a role of a wife. Iwurumane gini minije jeun je duru na Sokoto nga na eshiri eni on a daily basis. Ele de onye ina awore, ele onye ina eri job no buru ya. And when people the useless that you can deceive, not their working one. Or that can you lom or that can you hum no one. Mazina Kano, a lot of bullshit. They go do. Now reason, according to her, now the reason OGJ now actually matter the impact on the family. EJ because of your social activities. Oh, here they're coming on. EJ because of Nandekano. You went because hello target in Ninegaka or what Nandekano. Nandez onyendu. Impact on you. Okay, family. What Nandekano Nkuku Kobia represent as or Pana Nandi as a Supreme Commander. No. Oh, hey, Nabikeg. Oh, myself, Nabike. Upon here, to create time, you go Kubasara, Nandezabino, Nandekano. Only boy who knows my husband. Upon he rebuked you 2 months ago. before I chụọ Chike Doziem. Onye isi nọ na-apụ ara. Ugbu a anụ hapụ ara. Ugbu a iji eme n'okwu maka ebe ọ ga-benefit. Let's continue. O nwere somefulefu ga-ege ihe ha na-akọ aka ndị ṅụrụ mmanya. They are wicked one now. Ahụna m the behind of the Pawan Tapa. Mmadụ na-egwu mmiri. Ahụna m ya.
The behind of the Pawan
Mmadụ na-egwu mmiri. Ahụna m ya. Ugbu a ka o jego okwu. First month of the rendition of Jem. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. Ugbu ka o bilitere. Ugbu ọhụrụ na things na ha change. Na enwere possibility na one day na Supreme Commander ga-apụta. Ọ gwamara anyị na enwere ihe a na-eme underground. Ime na-clear that ọwụhụ for the release, not for impact. Impact a na-ekwu ọfụsoro ole. Ọ iji ga ihe impact ha sị gị ndo. No. Iji ga ihe impact ka ele nwere ihe a ga-emere nne gị allocation, ka o mere nwere therapy ndị a ga-enye gị, ma o nwere benefit ndị a ga-enye gị. Ọ ihe ọ pụtara, onwe ihe ọzọ ọwụ. I know England. I'm a motu na-eji eme.
Okay.
Let's continue to listen.
That are attached to us, so it makes it more difficult to live through. I became myself. My health deteriorated since 2021. In fact, everything broke down 2021. My mom died in March, and Mazen Khan was taken in June. So that was when everything broke down, and subsequently, I've had to go through the cycle of.
Ubrole kanyi no na story my health too. Hey, when about health Nnamdi Kanu eji na prison. I nwere card a na-eji to doctor. I nwere insurance, health insurance. You can go to your GP on a daily basis as you because in on a social. Iwu anenye ego. Iwu single mother. Anenye ego. You can go to doctor 10 times in a week. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu cannot. So it is all about you, me in the morning, me in the afternoon, me in the evening, me in the night. The same thing you go say, oh, Namaste Nnamdi Kanu with ego. No, they make it. Oh, what's going to become?
Nadia, my son from there. I said, me in the morning, me in the noon, me in the night, me in the evening, me, Muno Wemo, Nanimo, Atabunemo now. I have an get Robiati.
American Nabican, what the heck can become? American, what the heck? Yajanande. Yananande, Yajanande, Atonande, Nandekane with the Hego, Euronde, Atonande, Nandekane with the Hego.
For just $67, you can generate as many videos as you want and never have to worry about.
And thank God I'm here still. And by the grace of God, we'll continue to be, because we do have work. We also narrated about around the and you know how we've had to cope, and we talked about going to Sokoto and you know all our travels to the first time Chikanabi came to DSS. So not just the whole journey in summary, and then I narrated the journey, the legal journey around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal bat.
We talked about going to Sokoto. Nke ije na-eje ezubere gị chi ije ya to Sokoto ọzọ ka m kwụkwụ gị na Sokoto Chineke kpọọ gị ọkụ ka ije na-eje ka m kwụkwụ gị na Sokoto. We talked about going to Sokoto again ka ijere asị ya na ife osoro Maazị Nnamdi Kanu azọ na ga-akpa asị no 1 gịnị million ka ọ gịnị ije mara ọzọ ka ije na ichiri ife osu Supreme Commander
na-ege ntị ọkwa some of you na-asị na alụ nwụrụ ị nụrụ ya na o jere eje force ya azụọrọ ya akwa 1 million ị nụrụ ya ịpụtakwa isi na alụ nwa
ka ọ hapụ Chikedozie ị chọmara ije ọzọ
So that we faced. But to cut this thing short, if you follow the Biafra morning intelligence briefing that I usually post for the past few days now, is something that I've picked up from my website to walk around. I talked about the question that should go around to the to the British government.
On a Biafra morning intelligence briefing. Uchechi can say Biafra morning intelligence briefing. Hi. I left for it. Hi. Zupanike. Zupanike. Achugebe galebe. Onye na-ege m ntị. Onwere ndị na-ege m ntị na nọ na-anụ ihe m nọ na-anụ. Na-emeghe na Biafra morning intelligent briefing. Biafra enwere intelligent briefing. Uchechi gala control. Intelligent, onye ga-enye intelligent, Chinasa woru ka onye ga na-eweta intelligent. Alefu dịkwa careful. Because hello, can somebody comment something? And when a Biafra morning intelligent briefing. Mazi.
Yes, if you could in order, I am from Winnie Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I have an eye.
Uchechi Castle, not control you. Chineke mere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu atagbu n'onwe na onye hụrụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kena ya mmanya Nnamdi Kanu wụ dimkpa onye a wụ dimkpa to tolerate something like this. Chineke kwenye ndo nebe je lọta nwaanyị jee kpọrọ nwaanyị nyụọ ya.
What have you done for your citizen? What can you do for your citizen? Why haven't you done enough for your citizen? And that was the question today. And I talked about what I've always talked about, the procedural errors in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal proceedings and the extraordinary rendition. They also take into account the United Nations suggestion, the opinion that they issued, which wasn't binding, but they take it seriously. So my worry, my concern is we can't slap anybody, but my concern is I've been ill. What can you do for a family member who's ill and their spouse is in detention? What can you do for?
And me information na ha release ene Maazị Simon Ekpa, but mam here or the authentic and with information na release ene Maazị Simon Ekpa.
Ọkwa ngị na ndị na-enye gị information a ọkwa ụnụ ngị na ndị na-enye gị information a Master Prophet.
I don't know. Mam ọwụ here. Ndewo ka na-ege ntị.
Please kindly touch the like button.
Which wasn't binding, but they take it seriously. So my worry, my concern is we can't slap anybody, but my concern is I've been ill. What can you do for a family member who's ill and their spouse is in detention? What can you do for them? What you haven't done? What I've constantly asked is why can't you talk about the
Or what about Nnamdi Kanu Eji? What will you do for the family member?
Family member, not a prison.
Which his spouse is in detention. What will you do? Or about ihe agemenene. Because Maazị Nnamdi Kanu was a British citizen. And nwa ya nunga. So ele ihe ha ga-emerene ha n'onwe ha. Ọwụhụ ele otu a ga-eji jee liberate ya Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ele otu British government ga-eji jee force Nigeria ka ha release their citizen. Or for the family member who was ill. Or ta ka anyị nọ mana n'oji ha ahụ. Every time akụrụkpo ndị sabokokpo ọnụ nga ahụ, akụkpo na Australia ọnụ nga ahụ, akụkpo na Finland ọnụ nga ahụ, akụkpo na Italy ọnụ nga ahụ, ebe ọbụla ndị sabo ndị iro Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Ezebiro, Supreme Commander onye ndu, ebe ọbụla akụrụkpo ọnụ nga ahụ, ọkwa onye na-akpa ha ahụ. So this thing or generate for the best interest of Nnamdi Ezebiro, Nnamdi Kanu, onye ndu mba. O jere maka ihe ọ ga-enwete. Maybe ihe o jere wuna social amt. Or ihe is maybe recommendation onye ahụ ga-enye, nwaanyị ahụ, nwoke ahụ ga-enye, ọ ga-ewere eje na social, maybe aja na ego, maybe ya na stop na inye ego, a continue na-enye. Ojehu maka ịgbapụta Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ebe ọbụla ndị iro ịnụkọtara na ga ahụ ya gbara flight si Chei, let me go and face to face to discuss with Madam Nnenneanya. Let me go face to face to talk.
Gịnị ka ọ ji agbara flight iji discuss with Madam Nnenneanya, finance minister? Why wasting money? Ọ ji aga akpọ ya na phone. Gịnị ka ya na Madam Nnenneanya na-discuss dị? Madam Nnenneanya dị a ga-agbapụtara nwaanyị nke agbapụrụ. All the time Madam Nnenneanya. Gịnị ka anyị na-discuss? O ji eji gbara flight ga-efe akpa ego ndị IPOB, Central Bank IPOB.
With Kanu, let's reach understanding. No. Ebe ọbụla onwere mgbe ọ lọkọta ya sị, hey, ana m aga to zoo. Let me face to face. Let me go and meet Emmanuel. Let me go and meet Nnenna. So that ka anyị mana otu a ga na-eji enye aka. No. Ya je ya na ndị sabo anọ. Ya je ya na Ojuofa anọ. Ya je ya na nwaanyị isi pọnk anọ. Ọkwa onye na-akpa ha. Mgbe ọbụla ya na epushu na ya akpa ha.
Maazị Eze kwesịrị for some time now come after your comment. The question.
Oh, Zimaka, Ojiji, Mazin and Kano Menoji.
My name is Mary Adebayo, and I've been using Waka now for the past 7 years.
Let's continue to listen.
That's the point. He was illegally taken. He was kidnapped. That is where you should start from. Do they have the jurisdiction at all? I'm not saying go and slap Nigeria, but you converse. You do have conversations.
Your volume.
And that should begin to take place. So that's what happened today. So much is going on. People are going through so much. There are several members of our family members, several family members of IPOB and other people who are not even IPOB members. There are still people from NSAS who are illegally held. Yes, they have not been charged to court. Do you know what is going on? Do you know about Wawa Barracks?
Wow.
That is our campaign now. Please, Biafrans, we do have work to do. I beg of you, please.
So, about Mazen and the Kano. O creative now a foundation. So, Monday GG, Monday NSAS, Monday K, Monday. So, O creating a new campaign. Oh, she has work to do. Ayageje release in the end SARS. Organa campaign is it for in the end SARS. So I have so barrister lawyer Jimako Neja Bapatande IPOB members AGG. I'll give them a contacting here. Achomana Ibuari on.
Okay.
An apply DOS Chike or Chomana create another thing.
Okay.
Oh, here was a new campaign. Biafrans, we have work to do. Or what about Nande GAG? Or what about Onion Do GAG? Or Biafrans, we have work to do. Please go to the Twitter and listen to original of this video. Voice here, a little bit. But when you go on Gahan, only one reason no Jibianga, oh my kego. Only one reason no Jijebo, oh my kego. Only one reason no Jiputana ban here, oh my kego, and dog I ban there before. Ogolan Nombuna, na Ewa flight got cost £500.
Okay.
I took it upon myself. Baramoto J. Ibn Alabeke, get take care upon all moto kaina bana Europe. All who train on a moto, na boss can age a banage. On you not complain, don't see Neabra moto jebe or Neabra got to him moto, but train. Or Giga get through na train a brug j brugio. Let's continue to listen.
Let us all focus on what our goal is on what our goal is about and push for it. We have work to do. We have campaigns to run. We have brothers and sisters held in horrible places. I have a podcast that will bring you to tears. We just need to tidy it up and then we'll put it out in segments. And there are more people to come up. So we are pushing, so I'm not just going to sit down there and just not do what I can. So I am pushing. We need to push, and I want you to join me.
I'm begging you, stop saying, I'm fine, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine.
I have a podcast that will bring you to tears. Oh, the detention of Mazen Nanikano, you were not able to push it for the past 5 years. Ime podcast, you push those AGG, or about Mazen and the can AGG, or Macandozo. Because it didn't create avenue for Chike Dozeman and Dotuna now contribute. Because Habiana has, yes, we are doing something with Uchechi cancer. Can you support them? So that the war against Mazen and the Kanokona on. Or Chohu Ikoshi. Or Chokurad. Now, dog in so that can them there actually we are doing something with cancer. We are doing cancer something.
That is with Mazen and the kind of wife. Hannah Mazen and the kind of wife.
We do church cancer. We are doing so. Oh, Biafrans. Look at her name. She's working with us. Yeah, continue. Neiri. Mazen and the kind of Bakrotel. Continue. Neiri. Mazen and the kind of Bakrotel. Continue to Mazen and the Kano Bakrotel. Can you continue, Nike?
And let us push for our people held in hidden areas they called prison, Wawa prison, Wawa barracks. It's not a barracks, it's a military location, and then the Borno one the Wawa is in Niger, and the other one is Giwa is in Borno State. So I want you all to join me.
Ubuana, let us call for our people holding Wawa barracks. Mboyena DOS na mboyena chike dozem na nono o sin ha jemen. Ubuana ka ọ pụtara champion ipush for ndị POB ojeji or gịnị m no push or gịnị m no mee ihe as a priority all these 4 years ego niile Chike Dozem ha tụtara or gịnị m na push ihe towards ụmụnne anyị ndị ejeji na Biafran land. You have to understand one thing. A destroy na cool, yeah? But ọka kwụrụ gidigbam na-epush kwe. Ọ ga-akwụrụ gidigbam na-alụkwa ọgụ ya. Ọ ga back down. Ihe ọ ga to finish. Achọọ na Chike Dozem ndị otu ya, but ọ ka nọkwa na-alụ ọgụ. O jizi another way now, create a platform. Also know Biafran security, Guinea security Guinea. Mam hiyo kureko.
In this campaign, and let us ask the Nigerian government, what is it they talk about unity, and why is it they talk about civil or civility, whatever it is that they call, unity, let's all come together, let's be one, but you're not one. I learned that it's just mostly Igbos who are left, who are kept there. A certain person, I'm also coming on that, was taken to Wawa just because he attended a court case that Mazen Kano he attended to in support of Mazen Kano. So we have work to do. There's so much going on. It can be overwhelming. It can be daunting most times, but we just have to keep moving. I went there today with Margaret. Margaret is she's 94. She's 94. She's 94 years old. I'll share her picture with me, and she does nothing. She wakes up in the morning. She fights. She fights for widows. She fights for people. And she was advising Nabikem today. She said to Nabikem, life is not about money. You fight for people. You speak for those who can't speak for themselves. You stand up for those who are being bullied. And I said to her, Nabikem is already doing that. Stands up for his friends. And that is what we're all doing, and his father is doing as well. So please, this campaign will be rolled out very shortly. Please join. Let us ask the Nigerian government what their intentions are.
Come on, lady.
Not today. Not today.
Step through. I'll swipe from behind.
Sir, you don't have.
By keeping our people in Wawa. And there are several things going on to the family members. The wives are suffering, the children are suffering, the family members, and then the returned detainees are going through so much. I have just coached one, last week. In fact, we're going to have more subsequent coaching sessions. These people went through psychological torture. Most of them can't remember a lot of things. Some do remember. And want to be integrated back into the society. It is difficult, but I will be bringing that, a lot of that, into the social media space, because it is a battle that we need to push. I don't want the video to be too long, please. Bear with me. If you can join me tomorrow at 4 p.m., there is a podcast that will be going on with our brother. By the grace of God, if that is not going to happen, I will put it out there. It is time to bring us all into consciousness. It's very important. And like I said in my video, when I made a thank you video to all of you who prayed for me during my surgery and my period of recovering, I did say that we have work to do. I found my purpose, I found my calling, and so let's all put our hands together where we can push each other up, where we can, elevate one another, where we can support. But together we must make our place a better place. Thank you, and God bless you.
Surgery. Us in Emily 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, us in Ekroreke. Now, now, Ikunu with Mazen Nandekano, Nihone, that is ne a push in Hoblam, agenda Mazen Nandekano, ne push here. Onwene, agenda nke. Onwene, ye bruru. No. More than 8 minutes, see, Okruku. Now, yes, Hamoto, J. England.
Yes.
Na Haja restaurant. Na here for Jenga, okay, discuss or tag it in Yaka. Or about Nandekane Gigi. Lady no Kronga. Oh, when two, he get the originally, in 110 he get the Chineka live phone. Hey! Asan the Canadian already. Oh, Tana. Chai Nande Canum here. I'm a night. Oh, Tana. Chineke playing hard job. Somebody can't stay without email here undermined on your shit. Mononaya. We are now creating a foundation. Or IPOB, or under IPOB. We will always the IPOB security alert. We are on a coach is in that over. onye ha kpọpụtara ọ na-ekochi 100% ga-awụ sabu against Nnamdi Kanu 100%. onye ha ga-akwụrụ with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ọ ga-akwụrụ with Chike Doziem ha
maka na ekere ọrụ
Can you get in this one?
It's not money. It's not money. It's not money. So that means a quick one, yeah. Every reason is just
all right. Nke a ya gebe onye mbụ. Anyị gebe onye then ka anyị gaa n'ọzọ ọ dị ka enwere ọzọ by ekere ọrụ ekei. After here, anyị agazi na program nwaanyị spent ma anyị chigata ọzọ. Ka m na-agwa gị. Kindly touch the like button. Onye amụma Yahuwah. Onye amụma Yahuwah.
Land. Yes, in the Aram. Above la Kurupo, yes, in the Aram. Above la Pafrugari, yes, in the Aram.
Kindly touch the like button.
Oh, your name accuse people. My emega accuse Ogomwoke Nnamdi Kanu. Ye ma accuse Ogomwoke Kanunta. Or ye ma accuse Simon Ekpa. I warn on them a couple of times here. Please stop sending me all these things. I have nothing to do with it. I'm not a part of it. I have nothing to do with anybody in anything in Biafran land. For the past 6 years, I have not communicated with anybody that has something to do with Inyesirike and Biafran land. The only time communicated with people was the time during the Python dance. Honani nde ihe merụrụ ahụ nsendere na ha ego eje treat ya ma ndị nọ na hospital.
Okay.
Even the money enyere m etu Priska some part of the money and ọ kpọkwara na phone ma confirm na the money ruru aka. Ihe ahụ the only time that I have ever communicated with anybody that has something to do with Inyesirike.
Okay.
I got a surprise na ihe niile na-eme na Biafran land more that I want to communicate.
Freedom fighter.
I don't communicate with anybody that has anything to do with Ipa Fugari or Iko Madi
or
Ipa Fobra. I have nothing to do with it. And in fact, umunani ndị a na-anọ aha ha na-eme ihe siri ike. Ya wụ na watch anam ihe ha na-ekwu or video ha. All of them in all these 5 years, or like 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
To show you that I don't watch, I don't listen. The only time I'm able to watch my hand there, stop. I block on my WhatsApp maybe 3 or 4 times. Block or or another. Yeah, block or another here. Today, where another phone number. Drop on 3 different voice recording, which I combine them into one, and I will play them right now. Even altered more the weekend one. Altered them physically and also spiritually. So those voice recording are carrying 10 minutes. So biko nweno ndidi. Ka anyị gechaa ya. But before me ekwu ihe m ga-ekwu, nsogbu bidoro na mụ na the most trusted mere program dara de nke a na-akpọ vam vam vam. I think now ya ka onye ọzọ, I think vam vam vam. Then amam otu anyị jikwute. Hello, otu this guy
the most trusted
video ọbụla ebe ọbụla emebiri ihe ọbụla akpafuru ọbara, whatever. The next day, no G, the video, no G did recording. Hello, otu no G enweta ya. Ihe wa ajụjụ m jụrụ, which emeghe me accused of anything. So based on that thing, ya pụtazi memozi m attack directly. Privately, months or years ago, I won on them and say, ina akpọ aha ndị ihe ọbụla na-eme na Biafran land. Stop isi ụnụ. Ma won more than 20 times. Yeah. Don't try it again. When I hear a couple of times, say, I try it next time. Again, ono. You see that I have nothing to do with anything. Ipa for Brana Biafran land, or you may be she in them mother. Him name wona ihe spiritual. Anohom na imebu mmadụ. Anohom na ipa for Bram mmadụ.
Spiritual ka ọ na-arụ.
Ana m achụ mmadụ. Onye ọbụla chọọ nakwana m nne. Then I will be victorious, because that I am confident of that. So biko, join me. Can you get this voice recordings? But I combine them into one. The thing is, so many people. But I'm wondering, why don't you with all those things say Jigaranande on Abwa? Because the working one, I have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with autopilot. Whatever in Hende Chikedozim or whatever in the Hende IPOB Haneme, whatever in Hende unknown gunmen, whatever in here double and the Ndami who be post through any of those things before. I have not commented. Ije na my page, Igahu mu post anything that has to do with it. Imero mada ikwa for bram mada. Mo unda POB mene, mondo non government mene, monde chikedoze mene, mondo topalat hamene, monde propaganda, mo accusation. You never see me post any of those things. And I have never commented on those things. But maybe chorona ebeko dike. Maybe ye feel that no gapota kuoku because na akpọrọ m ya. That means no ambuzo kpọtọ ya. Ya akpọrọ. Well, ebeko dike anna m ojigi.
Ese no ya na-esend buru gị. Ọ bụrụ na ọ dị esendịrị gị ma mkpọ ya afa. So ọ na-esend buru gị esendịrị. I wee kpọọ ya afa. How do you know him? Ma ọ bụrụ na ọ sendịbọrọ gị.
But you have to move on. Ekwuchazie egecha ihe ndị niile nkwu okwu, then I will address you finally. Let's dive in. Let's
Ejimeka, no. I'm good. By the special grace of the Almighty. Ademoye, please kindly touch the like button. We are live and we are direct.
TerraQ or Rapjoy, unleash taste. that can happen to a family. Mother. It was said their family, huh? Hanchen mono edit a picture, family picture. Or in the same one, but not the canon, ndo here. Family on every day. The worst thing that can happen to a family is that's not that they're borrowing a poor, a frozen one hanya, a double way. Mother. It was said their family, huh? Hanchen mono edit a picture, family picture. Or in the same one, but not the canon, ndo here.
If ndị a nọbe dị na-akụsa asịrị chịkọrọ pictures everywhere jide hide their faces na-akọrọ inyo social media dị nwa very open. Why na farmer mmepe account be displaying all their evidences and the proof na-post ya na account fa. They can open X account, they can open YouTube, they can even create WhatsApp group. Not even WhatsApp group. They can open Facebook account. At least if you know, people will watch. But no, they choose to hide behind the scene. We're not somebody not in the public. How do you think a man not behind the scene will pull down a man and a fine? Or the possible? Eh?
Family on every day. The worst thing that can happen to a family is that's not that they're borrowing a poor, a frozen one hanya, a double way, a proposal, and I'm on the million or not see right. Two one master prophet, or idiot, and a master prophet with who? Oh, more job balagine, devil we have balagine, devil we have use. Devil we have use. Devil we have use one. Idiot. He enjoy a gym number or somebody send him number, send the number. So you can Joe will second report to you. Came up and cannot.
You know his number. Somebody send their number, but you can easily create social media handle so that plenty people can actually have access to your evidence. Very simple. Plenty.
Ihe na-achị gwagwa master prophet ị ga-nwụ ọnwụ ike ma gụma ezinụlọ gị ihe ọma ihe ahụ ị na-achọ ọ gaghị elu gị aka ogoro gị aka ị ga na-eri na-apụ arịrị ị ga ya ma kidney problem ma gụma ezinụlọ gị ụfọdụ na-agụrụ niile dị involved na this criminality ọkwa ifuru ego a na-abata ego ọbala ndị be anyị na-abata gbachara ụlọ aka ewere na-egbu ụmụaka be anyị unu na-ebisive ụmụaka be anyị na-egbu ha ka ọkụkọ unu ga-anwụ ọnwụ ike ego ahụ agaghị abanatala unu n'ezinụlọ unu generation unu ọ gaghị abụ uru nye useless set of people. Ịchọ ka m bịa lachawa unu ike, right? Agụghị onye ọna nna atụ ụjọ ma chi and Chukwu okike abịa ama chi onye ụwa m na Chukwu okike abịa ama chi kpọpụta m ụwa ọsọsọ ya wụ ndị nna atụ egwu adụmatụ mmadụ anwụbeghị nwoke ha ndị atụ egwu anyị soro ndị men nna ndị kanụ bọsị dido ọ ga-afụ m na ọ ga-adụ shọk dido ọ ga-afụ m na ọ ga-asị yes na ọ ya bịa fịa na DSS. Useless set of people. The dog from August, this man have encounter with me in DSS many times, and in Sokoto. Otaku post picture on the mad about 8 pictures or 9 pictures, different ebekwe. Kunu jabusi so mad. Ebo ngoni keburu okiwe sometime ago, no ebekwe dike na egbu oni agba ma moto hoku gba umu mad ọkụ na moto. Nne ya mpụtakwu okwu onye ọ na-adụ shọk ha che na gbagbusie but igbu onye ndị newspaper about 4 of them. Useless set of people. Unu chọ ka anyị kọpụ ihe ọjọọ ya.
You have to understand. Osega unu na-epost picture ndị mmadụ. Ama m onye ọwụ. Ile na platform ị ga-ahụ picture ya m posturu or anytime ị ga-ahụ any picture m posturu na-erefe ya na ya wụ onye ahụ. So he always use the name unu dum unu niile always. Why only use ono? Because Mazen the Kano my in-law. So I'm gonna include to ono dum.
Okay.
Or yana refer to Simon Ekpa, I say ono dum. But Mumana Simon Ekpa Neko na log. Them na DOS, they were also attacking me at the same time.
All right. I will draw the curtain from here. Meeting link. Please time yourself to 2 minutes. Because somewhere eventually give fees. Fees here, I will come again. Maybe in less than 2 hours for program on one event. So please, when you come in, time yourself to 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I have limited time now. That is the link. Come in 2 minutes. More something to chip in. When something to chip in, you come in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. That is, if you have anything to chip in. In my next program, I will still open studio 2. You can always comment. Kindly touch the like button if you haven't done that. You are welcome to Galena TV. If today is your first time, I am a content creator, political analyst, a preacher of the gospel of redemption, asking God for anointing to preach this gospel. Omaka mere Igbo Igbo, mere all of us of truth. Omaka mere all supporters of truth. Stay blessed and join us in some hours time as we continue. Bye for now.